Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to have a little play making some sort of metallic-y, grungy looking like metal plates with rivets in. I have done some of these before, quite a long while ago. And I'll show you what I've done anyway. So I'll tell you what not to do first of all. I don't know if you can see very well, but let's see if we can get a close up on those. I've used on here clear Nouveau drops, and I also used on one, which I can't remember which one it is, glossy accents. And I'm going to say that clear is not great for going over with gilding polish. If you can see, it's not covering it very well. This one's slightly better, but not brilliant. So I think I'll fix that by sticking with colours like black if you're going to do silvery goldy ones, or gold for gold. So let me show you. Doesn't want to, my camera's being a bit of a pain. There we go. I'm going to use gold first of all on here, and let's just squeeze some out. I tend to put one in the corner, one in the next corner, one in the centre, and then I'm going to look and see, is that too far? Probably, so I'll put two in here, if you see what I mean. Just try to make them, I'm not going to get a ruler out and make them equidistant like that. So it's one at a corner, one at the next corner, one in the middle, and then decide, do you want one in there or two in there? And for this one I'm going to put two in. But if you'd got a smaller piece, then obviously you'd perhaps only want one in there. So let's stick one in the middle, and I'm still going to try and squeeze two in here. And I'm just putting blobs down, and then I'm going to have to let that dry. But you get the idea. Now I've tried it, as I said, with clear Nouveau drops. It's okay, but it's not brilliant. And I've tried it with glossy accents, and it works. But I think if you'd got a coloured Nouveau, oops, that was clever, wasn't it? I just stuck my finger right through that. Let's stick another blob on while we're here. Try to be a bit more careful. Just trying to move it out the way. Like that. Now these ones I've done earlier, and these I haven't got black Nouveau drops, but what I do have is the black enamel accent, so I've just used that on here and also on there. So the next thing, I'm going to need a paintbrush, bear with me. Oh. The next thing is what you're going to colour them with. You could use watercolour. I guess you could use acrylic, you could use whatever you've got. If you've got sprays, you could use sprays. I have been using the Lindy's Magicals. I've got a kind of black one, what's it called, Black Forest. I think that's what gave the pinky effect. And I've been using these, I've got some Cosmic Shimmer sprays or Shimmer Mist in Bronze Blush and Ancient Copper, and I love these, so I'll probably use a bit of that as well. But let's have a go with one of the shakers. Shall I go, let's do a brownie one. Which is the brownie one? This one, Bratwurst Brown. Let's put that on, give it a spray. This is where we get in a big mess. Might put some of the other one on, the black one. Where's that gone? Put both in, why not? But I'm just looking for sort of sparkly, metallic-y kind of. Put some water on there. Go on, that brush is a bit stiff. It wasn't the brush that I wanted, but it was the one that was the nearest. Alright, so we could do that, and then we could dry it, which I will do in a minute. Let's just leave it there for a second while I fiddle with the next one. This one I'm going to have a go at using these sprays. I always keep them flat because it gives you a larger surface area to, if you leave it at the bottom and all the sediment goes to the bottom, it's harder to reactivate it. But they do need to be sort of shaken, and all the mica and whatever is in there needs to, you know, to move and be incorporated. Let's try the same with this one. Just settle. Right, let's dry those. Let's move my camera up so I don't hit it, and I'll put you on silent when I do this. Right, this is what we've got. This is the one with the magicals. I mean, you could use Distress ink. You don't have to have something that's got shimmer in it, but obviously shimmer is fine. I mean, in a way that would do absolutely fine as it is. And then I'm just going to use some gilding polishes. Now, most of mine have gone, have dried up, except my Pebeo ones. So I will be using those, but again, you could use anything, I think. And I'll try not to use it everywhere, but that does cover those black dots up better. See, I love that. Right, let's try the, I've got a silver which is new. I haven't used this yet. Let's try a bit of the silver. Don't want too much of it. So just sort of trying to, I don't want it to look like I mean, you could make it look like shiny metal, but I want it to look kind of grungy, and but that does cover much better. Quite pleased with that. Right, now is this dry? Yes, because I did give it a little heat with the heat tool. Right, I've just got some Distress Oxides out, and I think I might try that. I haven't done this, but let's just give it a whirl. I'm just going to put some on my desk. That is Vintage Photo. This is Black Soot. And this one is, I think, Walnut Stain. Is it? Yeah, it is. Right. Let's use the same brush. And let's put some water on it. Just trying to show you that you can do any old thing on here. It doesn't really matter. I can't reach my water. Let's move it a bit closer. There we go. Right. As you can see, I'm not really doing very much at all, apart from grunging it up. Something like that. Let's try that and see what we get. Right, I have got some Cosmic Shimmer Pixie Powder in Rich Gold. That could also go on here. So, what shall I do? I might just spray a bit of water over the top. Bearing in mind that has just reactivated all those things, those Distress Oxides I've just dried. Could have just stuck it straight on top. That probably would have been sensible. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to add a bit of sort of metallic to it, you could add some pixie powders, whatever you've got. Right, let's try it again. Right, so now it's got a metallic sheen to it, and I've just used Distress Oxides. Watercolours, whatever you've got, it will all do the same kind of thing. Now I'll show you. Oh, let's put a bit of gold on there while I'm here. Going back with my gilding polish. If you don't have this, you don't need it, but just personally like the look of it. So I'm just going to put a bit over there and just makes it look more sort of metallic, I think. I'm not covering the whole thing because I don't want it to look like one shiny piece of metal. I want it to look as if it's got distress to it. Right, I will be back in a bit and show you how I use them. So here's what I've made with my panels. I've made 4 cards, sort of, I don't know, a bit vintagey, steampunky kind of thing. This is the panel, obviously. I've wrapped some string around it. I've put a disc on and a little wooden bird that's got some gold gilding polish on it. I mean, there's so many bits that went into this. There's a bit of frantage, some things I'd already stamped and coloured but left on a sheet, so I cut those out. Bit of vintage music paper. That's one of the tea bags that Angie sent me, and I stamped a finger. Fortune Favours the Brave, that one. This one, again, I'd already got this from, I think it's when I had COVID. I'd already got a load of stamped images and I coloured them when I couldn't do much else. I put 2 of the panels on here, different coloured ones, a silvery one and a gold one. This has got a wooden fairy with a bit of silver and gold gilding polish, another bit of the tea bag, some more frantage. These 2 I did yesterday, so they're fairly similar. And these are the ones I've done today. So this has got similar sort of elements, some of the stickers from the antiquarian sticker book, some bits that I'd found. These things were just in a little bag that I'd got with some bits that I'd cut out of magazines, which is useful because I'll use them for my collage now. I had a play with my wax seal kit again this morning, and again with some more string, and similar for this one as well. I think this one might be my favourite. I love the little delicate wax seal there. Just using up some bits and pieces that I'd got, some vintage paper, more of the bits that I found, the little sort of bag of numbers. That's from the antiquarian sticker book. And yeah, so I'm quite pleased with those. So I've got 4 cards, and these 2 are about 6x4, and these I can't remember, but smaller because I used a bit of paper and card that was left over when cutting out these ones. So I basically made 4 card panels and I've stuck them onto cards. So I didn't make the things up on the cards themselves. Anyway, I'm quite pleased with those. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.